Millie Goats. It is episode 177. Pay no attention to the card behind my head. I forgot to change it again. It's a real shame. I need a whiteboard. I need to get rid of the construction paper. That's neither here nor there. It is October 23rd, 2024. J-Vi is here. I am
Butch
here.
Text Day.
Do what?
It's Butch Text Day.
Oh, it is. You're right.
23.
And Kobe. And Kobe.
Yeah, new Kobe.
New Kobe, that's right. It's also National Croc Day, speaking of Butch.
Yes. And Text, too, because he's not extra tough. He's Croc.
No, he's not. We proved that. We absolutely proved that. Joke. He was talking all big and tough. As you can tell, I've switched up the hat, dude.
You went old school, 90s.
You haven't seen this. I gotta get the guys, show them when we mean business, and bring out this old hat that I probably had for 20
days because you ordered it last week.
No, probably 25 years. Mrs. CEO Stats can confirm. You better believe it. And we bringing that shade in here. Furthermore, hey,
Niners practice squad versus Dallas.
Hey, never stopped us before. That's why you play the preseason games, man. Ever heard of it?
The guys that are playing were not on your preseason roster. You're past those guys too.
Cowing and Ronnie Bell. He played a lot in the preseason.
That's your guy.
Ever heard of him?
That's your guy.
That makes me so mad, dude. Every time he's had a chance to make a play, he just doesn't, and it's infuriating.
Shout out to the person though who created the meme. I can't confirm who it was because everybody's posting it now. Like they are the ones that created it because they just put a different picture of the guy. But shout out to the guy who said that the most healthiest Niner receiver right now is a dude that was shot in the chest 2 months ago. He's the healthiest guy you got out there.
It's bad, man. I mean, people are like dude. First of all, TikTok. Everybody on TikTok, calm down. Just relax. Just relax, dude.
That's an Aaron Rodgers. Calm down.
Just relax, dude. They were going after you because you said the Chiefs could care less. And I don't know how many comments we got that says it's couldn't care less. Read a book, you idiots. That they said it's couldn't care less. And then people were yelling it. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was hysterical.
Hey, South Carolina education, baby.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Also, I got in a pretty heated argument last night about the Anthony Edwards, the basketball dude.
Yeah.
Said that he doesn't lift weights and that if he did, he would be able to stop Derrick Henry like in a one-on-one tackling drill. And so I said, there you have it, folks. NBA players admit they don't lift weights and they wonder why everybody's sitting out for the last, 5 years. They never play. And that made a lot of people really mad. Which is hilarious because they're arguing with me, and that's literally what I do for a living is treat people.
Play basketball?
No, I don't play basketball. They're like, this is not football. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Yeah. If you do not lift weights.
Football guys aren't lifting weights correctly.
They're not lifting weights, period. Nobody lifts weights anymore. Everybody just runs around and says we need to prolong our careers.
Hey,
we got to load manage. We don't have to lift weights.
I started that off-season program, but I got busy, so I've been slacking lately. So I'm not like you. I can't lift weights at 9:30 at night.
Hey,
I can't lift weights at 9:30 in the morning either. But
what do you got? Lift it like brunch? I lift weights between the hours of 1 and 3.
Yeah, I'm like just
like
after
the cable
lunch.
guy. Hey, I'll be lifting weights between the hours of 8 and 12 p.m.
I always had class early in the morning, and so I could eat lunch and lift at 1, and then be ready to go kick at 2:30 before practice at 3:30.
You would lift at 1.
You
lift at 1.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember that.
I was a late lifter. If I had to be in that early lifting, I was worthless.
Dude. Hey, you used to dance. I remember that. Dude. But yeah, everybody got really mad at me for that, of course. Am I a troll? I don't feel like I'm a troll. I feel like my opinions are just.
You should dress up like Branch or Queen Poppy then. The comments.
Our avatar instead of our.
Create an AK's burner account and it'd be like one of the trolls. Bro, forget what they bro something.
It does. It cracks me up. There. Look at this, man. You see
Agreed.
what I'm saying? My man knows, right?
Hey, Superset.
Superset. Oh, that's that's my son's hat. See? Yes, dude. Josh, you know it, man. You know you have got to progressive load. Doing nothing and not lifting weights will end your career quicker. You will be people. Oh my gosh, man, this guy's like, oh, all the injuries this year. Over the first 7 weeks, yeah, it's all because they're not lifting weights. I'm like, that is a product of them not lifting weights the past 5 years, ever since load management came in the freaking building. Shut up. You don't know how the body works. You don't know how the body works. Anyways, God, dude, that gets me. Speaking of getting us fired up,
You're ready to go, dude.
Family.
Family. Can we
We're a
just not?
sports show, dude.
Can we not?
We have to. My mom's gonna be so mad. Where's the CEO stats?
Do you see Griffey Jr. and Griffey Sr. were there?
No.
Yeah, they took I think those are like the only two.
No, there was
father,
another
son.
one. There was another baseball team. Another baseball. The Reigns, maybe. I don't know. Somebody Reigns, but not Roman Reigns. But here you go, dude.
Speaking of
what?
Well, I'll hold the Roman Reigns story.
Oh, okay. Anyways, sports show, dude. What do you think of LeBron and Bronny James, first duo to play together, father son in the NBA? What do you think, dude? Come on. Would you and your son play in the NBA together?
No. I had my son when I was like 36 or something. Like, I didn't have my son at 17.
We have to flash this back up whenever Tex gets on here.
Tex might play with his son in the NFL.
Tex might get out there this weekend.
Play
a little football. Anyways,
little alumni game.
I love.
That's what you should do. You should get the alumni game up and running again when Texas kid gets to high school, and go out there.
Hey, good thing I could punt.
Uncle AK and Butch.
Dude, absolutely not. You wouldn't catch me dead doing that. But the takes on this are hysterical. Everybody's like, look, who cares if he's good or not? This was historic. You don't have a soul if you don't think this was great. It's like,
look, see, this is what you're gonna get me fired up now.
Let's go, dude. That's what I want. That's what the show's for.
And you know that every show I take a shot at the Chiefs. So this is going to be my shot at the Chiefs. And you say, everybody's in the comments about, this is about legacy. This is about, it sounds like the Chiefs when they got their ass whipped by the Bills last year. And Tony was about 15 yards off sides. And they were like, the play should have counted because it was a cool play. Come on. Look, I think it's awesome that he's getting to play with his son. I think it's awesome that he's getting to play with his dad. But I think it was a little bit premeditated.
No, not at all. I mean, come on.
Oh, good question.
Good question, Patriot. Depends. Can the Cowboys run can they run man coverage and blitz weak side against the 49ers pass protection? If they can do that, Purdy might throw some interceptions. Hey, the American dream, dude.
Hey, Dusty Rhodes.
Let's go. The other thing. Sorry, I added in some stuff, but here you go, dude. DeAndre Hopkins to the Chiefs. Super Bowl favorites now.
Doesn't scare me. He's good though. He went to my rival high school.
Oh, but it doesn't move the needle. I don't know. I don't know how much. I never know what he's doing because he's always hurt. So I don't know if he's just hurt because he doesn't want to play.
He's a little older now too, and they're gonna come up with some plays. He'll probably have a couple games where he's got 8 catches for decent yardage. It just doesn't. I was more intimidated by Rashee Rice.
That's true.
And
Yes, I would
like
agree with that.
and what the Chiefs were coming in to the season with when they had Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice,
Xavier
um,
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy, all those guys, all the hype and everything around that, what they're supposed to be, like they're not. It's not to that level. So it's
Somehow this is the Bills' fault. I just know it. Somehow this is the Bills' fault. Somebody's going to come up with a tweet
well,
about,
they could say that we skipped him to get Amari Cooper.
there you go. Now that's a hot take. Is this did the Bills cost themselves DeAndre Hopkins by pulling the trigger too early on Amari Cooper? Who would you rather have, Hopkins or Cooper? That's a
Have
fair point, Josh. Rookie contract fully guaranteed. He succeeded at the legacy limit. Look, you can't lie about that. He got his rookie contract.
get your money.
That's it. Who said he's gonna get hurt? He stays hurt. So that man's Copperfit needs to sponsor this man.
Hey, he's
So
32. Like I said, he's older. It doesn't move it for me.
yeah, I don't
Now
know.
Cooper Cup, they would have got him. That would have moved the needle a little bit more.
Yeah, but he's still hurt too. He's got ankles that.
But if the Bills get Cooper Cup, two Coopers, one
Dude,
cup.
shut up! Oh, yes.
shout out my guy Slick Nick for sending me that. That's hilarious. Two
Coopers,
Coopers, one cup.
That's good. That's good. Oh, Josh says he'll make it, dude. Look. If there's anybody that can scheme. Oh my
Hey,
gosh, dude!
best play caller of all time,
without question. If there's anybody that can scheme, it's Andy Reid, dude. What he did to the 49ers, what he's done 5 times in a row now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. People want to give. We can whatever they can give Mahomes credit. He's good, but buddy, that defensive coordinator Spags and Andy Reid, the way that they cook people up. I mean, they were in 3rd and short pretty much every drive all game. It's tough to beat them like that. So.
yeah. I mean, I'm with you. It's like Mahomes and Reed and Spags are like Brady and Belichick. It's like they were both sides were going to be good without one another, but when they're together, they're great.
Yeah,
When it matters, like they don't care. Like I was saying, they don't necessarily care about the regular season. They might start to care more because they're undefeated, and they could potentially go for that season long undefeated. But like they just want you to play your best game against them. They keep it close. They win or lose. They know they're making the playoffs because their division's trash.
Good God,
and then
dude.
they get you in the playoffs, and they've already seen your best stuff, and they're just still, playing around.
Dude, hot take of the week. They lose to the Raiders.
They have lost to the
Let's
Raiders
go.
recently.
They're
The
going to
Raiders
lose to the
kind of have
Raiders.
their number.
I'm telling you, they're going to lose to the Raiders somehow, some way.
Minshew Magic.
O'Connell got hurt. I think he had thumb surgery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Minshew's starting.
Didn't they bring in somebody else?
Bryce Young is starting this week.
Let's go, dude. Because
Andy Dalton got into a
hurt.
car. He got into a car wreck.
Dude, let's go. The Bryce is right.
One game
Bob.
bump. That's what they should just do. Keep switching them back and forth. Get that one game bump.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, there you go. Gardner got him hot.
Right.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, bet of the week, Raiders over the Chiefs. You know it. That's what they do.
I'm gonna throw an E unit on that.
I'm telling you. Let's go.
We've already done every segment so far.
I know. Sorry. Whoops. Headlines. Here we go. Oh, hey, National Croc Day. Originally designed as a boating shoe, the quote-unquote beach design launched in 2002. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2002, the Crocs were born.
Are you a Croc guy?
I've never owned a pair of Crocs.
I've never even put a pair on my feet.
My kids have Crocs.
Yes, mine do too.
I do not have Crocs. Not that I have anything against Crocs. I prefer Hey Dudes. I'm a
Birkenstock guy.
And slides. You give me a good pair of slides,
yeah,
buddy. you can forget it. Slides and socks in the house all day. Josh knows what I'm talking about. Let's go. Slides and socks. That's
No
where
more
it's at.
shoes in the house, dude.
Dude, I can't walk barefoot in the house. I'm not one of those people. So I don't know. I can't. I have to wear slides in the house. I bring them with me whenever I go to my parents and stuff. I travel with my slides, man.
What are you, like 85?
No, dude, I don't know. I can't not wear them. What's going on in Charger land? Dude, we're gonna get to that. Yeah. I wrote down some notes about that. See, there you go. Something about comfort. Don't own it. There you go, Blue. Number sport mode, baby. Put those babies in 4-wheel drive. Number 5. Is Derrick Henry the MVP? The Ravens win 41-31 Monday night. Lamar was 17 and 22, 281 and 5 touchdowns. That's pretty good, dude. I don't care who you are.
He had a good game.
Henry ran for 169. Baker also threw for 370, and then 3 touchdowns, 2 bad interceptions, and 2 hospital balls that he got his receivers blown up on. So
yeah, that last one was. Ugh.
I mean, the Ravens are good, but the story out of this thing was Chris Godwin got hurt with like 30 seconds to go or whatever it was, and everybody was piling on Todd Bowles. And
yeah.
But
like, come on.
Like, why? They still had a chance. Everybody's like, oh, the onside kick,
That's
you
what
can
I'm
only
saying.
do 2.
If you put subs in, then you quit. You're telling your team you quit.
Look, Chris Godwin would have told you, let's go out there and try to win this thing. I can
They
guarantee you.
had already gotten one onside kick. Like, why couldn't they get one more after they scored?
So I don't. Everybody's piling on. Why would he do that? Why would he get his players hurt? It's like, dude, they just had gone down the field, got an onside kick, were marching the ball again. Like, what do you mean? So, of course they're going to play, but now the Bucs are in trouble because both their receivers.
Yeah, they're.
That's right. He should have. Why wouldn't he? I mean, that's you get paid to do that.
If my coach took me out and it was a 10-point game, I'd be like, he's quitting on us. Yeah. He's making us quit.
But you got like Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd up there, guys who never played at a high level. It's like, shut up, man. All right. The Ravens, are you afraid of the Ravens? As a Bills fan, are you afraid of the Ravens?
No. I feel like, I mean, they're good. Well, here's the thing. The Bills have never been able to tackle Derrick Henry. They couldn't tackle Derrick. They can't tackle Derrick Henry when he played for the Titans. They can't tackle him when he played for the Ravens. But I do think that if we could stay healthy and get a little bit more healthy, that, I think we'll be able to score with them and maybe get a stop here or there when it matters. Like, I try not to, make the excuse about injuries, but we were playing with 2 backup linebackers that game, and our best nickel corner, who fills in as our 3rd linebacker, was out that game. And the Ravens had the Bills in a 4-3 defense, and the Bills haven't run a 4-3 defense since Sean McDermott's been the coach for 7 years. Like, we were playing formations that we don't even play. I mean, we were all out of sorts. Wow, but they kicked our ass. I mean, they kicked our ass.
I think it's funny.
We didn't score.
I think it's funny coming from you to bring up injuries immediately whenever my team is out there with a dude who you just said before
your best receiver has a hole in his chest. Your best receiver has a hole in his. You better catch with his hands.
So, oh, look at that. Sam Darnold. He said Blue says Vikings 3. Take the points with the Vikings. Yeah, right, dude.
Dude, I'm about to lose this parlay on the first leg because I threw a team in there. They wouldn't have won me any money if I put money on them because they were that big of favorites. I threw them in there just to add another leg to try to get a couple more plus numbers.
You got greedy.
I did, and I'm about to lose a parlay because Kennesaw State's about to beat Liberty.
Hey, Ravens in December, weather would be scary. R&P game is flowing, defense roll. That's the question. Their pass defense sucks. But that combination of Derrick Henry and Lamar that's tough, man.
And
That
like
is
we talked about through the other night when they were playing, it's like their schemes are so good. It's just opening everything wide open for
Mark Andrews
Lamar.
Mark Andrews standing wide open in the middle of the field
When
on
they're
a
not
deep
covering
end.
Bateman's wide open. Like that's scheme right there.
Yeah, but
Bateman hadn't been able to get open for 5 years,
you
4
have to
years,
run
however long he's been in the league.
you have to run man coverage against them and make their receivers beat you one. I mean, that's why the Chiefs beat them. Like the Chiefs run man. I mean, they'll run man coverage no problem.
And Rashee Rice killed him across the middle. They
Yep,
kept running like those short, skinny posts and slants
that's all they
across him.
that's all they freaking do. Okay, number 4, Cardinals a sneaky team. 3 and 4,
Not anymore, maybe.
not anymore. That's quality win for the Bills.
Yeah,
Quality loss for the Niners.
yeah.
Niners are in 3rd. They
We'll see
win
how the
seven.
we'll see how the Cardinals are this week. Because my question this week.
Oh, they play okay. Yep, I got you. Arizona 17-15 wins. This game was watched by 1.8 million people. That was terrible. And apparently the option that you had when you wanted to watch the multi-screen was the World Series, the Monday night game, or it was something, the Monday night game and the WNBA finals. So you couldn't, if you wanted to do multi-level, they made you watch the WNBA finals.
Oh, on YouTube TV.
How about this stat? Kyler Murray hasn't had back-to-back wins in 2 seasons.
Wow. Who do they play this week?
They play the Dolphins.
Oh,
Shout out.
leads
Oh,
us
Tua's
number
that
leads number 3.
yes. That's what I'm saying. What a segue. I didn't even mean to do that.
You're welcome.
Wow. Shout out James Conner, by the way. Dudes love James Conner.
Yeah, I was one catch away from cashing Nick Bride over 5.5 catches, and then James Conner went for 40 yards. And I was like, damn.
Dude, blue, no. It cost me a chance at 1K from $2. Oh my gosh. Blue?
Wow.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Can't
buddy.
trust Lincoln Riley.
Yeah. But I like James Conner. And shout out Kyler, finally got his long touchdown run, but that stat's wild. He hasn't won back-to-back games in 2 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't play half of last season though.
True.
Because he got hurt.
True. But still, that's a funny stat. That's like Rodgers hasn't thrown for 300 yards in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And dude, Likely's a nice dude. Zay Flowers is just like the dude who break dances more than anybody without getting anything done. Like the dude will catch, juke, and he'll move for like 2 seconds. 2 or 3 seconds, he'll have the ball and he'll advance the ball like 1 yard. It's hilarious.
I feel like he doesn't score a lot either. He's
No.
like the dude on Varsity Blues, like gets him all the way down the field, and then they throw it to Tweeter or Billy Bob or somebody.
He doesn't get vertical, dude. He doesn't get vertical. I mean, dude, he's zipping around there like what's that chick from the Wreck-It Ralph? Penelope Von Sweet, like he's glitching all over the place. Oh, Patriots said I'm still mad at a couple of kickers who can't make a freaking extra point. Well, yeah.
Hey, easy.
Yeah, dude, no kicker slander here. They're young and hungry. They have to keep Harrison. Oh, Marvin Harrison. That's been a weird. I don't know. That whole thing's been weird. But Tua is back. Is the AFC East worried as a Bills fan?
No. Tua stinks against us.
That's true. Tyreek stinks against the Bills too.
Yes.
But Tua got in trouble because he got up there, and I don't know if the NFL and everybody was expecting him to be like, I'm retiring, and yes, I'm going to wear a Guardian cap, which he laughed at and said, you could get hit by a car tomorrow. Everything you do has risk. This is what I love to do. And I'm like, shout out to a dude. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how. What are your thoughts on this? Because I have a pretty like, dude.
I think they look silly. I don't know.
No, just him playing in general.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about it because I don't. But from what my understanding is, they're more for looks than anything.
Mm.
Which makes, I mean, I heard what Ed Reed said last night, and he
Look
makes
at us, dude.
sense.
Segways.
He made sense, and I thought that Peyton was like, I thought Peyton was in a position where he wanted to be like, I agree with you, but I'm not allowed to say that on
Yes,
TV, or I'm
exactly.
not supposed to say that on TV. So he
Exactly.
was trying to change the subject, but Ed Reed made good points. But I don't know enough about it to say. I would say no, I would not wear that.
Yeah,
But
but if you're Tua, would you play?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like as a football player, you're gonna play until somebody tells you you can't play.
Hmm.
There's not very. I mean, you could probably count the guys on one hand that have just like kind of walked away as, um, you know, because they want to walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell. I had a lot of concussions in high school.
Don't act like you're worried about them. Get them offensive linemen. They're gonna block for them.
True. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell him what to do. I think the biggest thing that we face, and I think I've said this before, is that we're afraid of what we might see on the field, and it might ruin our perception of football. That's what people are afraid of. Because ultimately, if he goes out there and something does happen, I mean, we all watched the DeMar Hamlin thing. Like, that was terrible, and I was scarred for life. I'll never forget it.
Well,
But
you saw
then,
more of that too than you see of like these injuries now.
but
Like you
the
had to
next
really
week,
be paying attention on Godwin to see it.
yeah, I mean,
They cut away so fast.
the next week, we're all watching it again.
Yeah.
So everybody says he's gonna, oh my gosh, but guess what? They'll tune in the next week. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that sounds sad. Let me read you. So I found a bunch of articles on those stupid Guardian caps.
Okay.
And here's one of the conclusions from one of them. The
Enlighten
data,
us.
the data suggests no difference in head kinematics data when the Guardian caps are worn. The study suggests that Guardian caps are not effective in reducing the magnitude of head impacts experienced by NCAA Division I American football players. That is one example that was printed, that was uh, compiled in February of 2023. And there's another couple that I have that I found. I'm like, you're not going to convince me these work unless somebody shows me the data. So, but those aren't regular concussions. I mean, they're not, but it's just like an injury. Like, once you blow your ACL out, that tissue is not the same. So you're susceptible to more, and they might be more intense. So it looks awful.
It's like, yeah, if you're a fighter, get knocked out, you're gonna get knocked out faster next time you
Yeah,
fight.
I mean, that's what. And going, yeah, like you were saying, to thanks, Patriot. It's posturing. Like, I don't know if he's having seizures. He's getting decorticate and decerebrate posturing, or fencing, or what it's called. And it's basically just it's a central nervous system response where you get extension or you get flexion. So that's what's happening when he's moving his arms all funny and all that stuff. So, but I mean, I've treated people with concussions. It's a they're weird. Concussions are weird. They're not just like, oh, it's brain stuff. Like, it could be related to your blood pressure. It just depends on where in the brain it's at. So, anyways, uh, speaking of that, Ed Reed might get canceled because, like you said, on the Peyton Manning, the Manning show, dude, he brought all that up and he goes, it looked like Ed Reed had never seen him before in his life.
Yeah.
He's like, what is this? What are those? He's like, that doesn't make any sense. If you get a concussion, look at a fighter, usually it's at your jaw. Like, it's not, if you get knocked out, normally it happens at like your jaw, not the top of your head.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's a good point. So, anyways, anything on Ed Reed?
No, I mean, like I said, I heard what he said. I agree with what he said.
Yeah.
Having, done a lot of fights and fighting and doing the UFC stuff, like you see all that stuff. You see how they act like with the guys and treat the guys when they get knocked out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Last one. What are the Saints doing? The Saints have signed Alvin Kamara to a 2-year, $24 million, and they have the worst cap in the league by a mile. And I was thinking, I'm like, this was a knee jerk reaction of after they played the Broncos on Sean Payton and Drew Brees night. And then everybody started swirling that Sean Payton was telling Kamara to come to Denver or vice versa.
He's not allowed to do that.
Everybody started saying that Kamara was going to Dallas. So what do the Saints do? They pay another dude. You want to see, dude? Look at this. Look at this. I put a graphic up. Look at their.
Let me see. What it?
They're all the way
Negative 81
million. Yes.
Wow.
So I found a cat picture. What are they doing?
That's bad.
I mean, negative 81 million. I'm not a cap expert, right?
The
But
cap's all a smoke show, though.
Yeah. They're like the Firefest guys. They're like, just spend it all. Who cares?
Yeah.
So,
and then some.
I thought that was so funny, man. There you go. Josh says I can see for OLD. Okay, because they're boom right there. Protecting the frontal lobe. They said Camps had a 30% decrease. See, I'm a little weary on the. I haven't read those studies yet. I would love to read those 30% decrease in concussions. My argument would be, do they hit in those
30% less practices?
Camp?
They don't do 2-a-days anymore.
What's the parameters? That's good, but I would love to see what's the parameters? Are they is it the same amount of contact? So I have a lot of questions. That it's like, man, are we making them softer by not hitting in practice, right? And so now they look worse, because that's a real thing. If you don't run, if you're a marathon runner, you don't run marathons, and you go out there and try to run a marathon, you're going to pull something because you haven't conditioned your body. If we're not hitting in practice, are we conditioning the body appropriately to take these hits? You're not. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Speaking of hits,
yes,
Texas kid laying the lumber during his Pee-wee game.
That was awesome. You could
squaring them up, fighting off the block, avoiding blocks.
I mean, right in their solar plexus, dude. Yes. Just sternum right through
Squaring them up, dude. It's awesome.
Those are the headlines, dude. We got Thursday night football to talk about. Where am I going here?
Let's
bring this. Yeah. Sorry, we spent. Wait, I don't know. You know how I am. I just get
football.
All right, let's do it. Thursday night
football. Yay!
Woo! Football time. Look who's here. Look who's here. He's also got a shirt.
Let's go do some football. Hey.
Just in time.
Texas is not still back. Texas is not back. Texas here, but Texas is not back.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove it. Georgia proved it. Look, that's intro. Thanks, Blue. Hey, just know we make all these graphics in house, buddy. Okay. Thursday night football, boys. Vikings on the road to LA. Vikings 5-1 off their first loss. Could be the start of a losing streak. The Rams 2-4. Still not out of the NFC West race somehow because that division is not doing well right now. Seattle leads at 4-3. So this actually means something for the Rams. And we've got a whole bunch of trade rumors from the Rams.
Ooh.
So Minnesota, lots of trade rumors. Kupp, Stafford, all that stuff. There you go. Blue's already on it. Vikings team total over his lock of the week. Minnesota's offense, 6th in points scored, middle of the pack, everything else. Minnesota's offense is not that prolific, even though everybody wants you to believe it is. The stats say otherwise. The defense is 6th in points against, 30th in pass yards against, but 2nd against the rush, 3rd in sacks, 11th in interceptions. So you can throw the football on the Minnesota Vikings. What do the Rams like to do? Throw the football. The Rams on offense, 20th or worst in total yards, points per game, rushing, time of possession. They suck on offense. Defense, the Rams are 25th, points against, rush yards against is 30, sacks 27th. So you can run the ball against the Rams and you can throw the ball against the Vikings. Go ahead, Aaron Jones and Tutu Atwell, make it happen. So with all that being said, The Rams are 2.5-point home dogs. You can get them at plus 130 on the money line. Over under was set at 48. Now we have to get to the hot takes. Anything before we get to these, boys? J-Bot's losing a parlay right now. I can hear moisture.
Liberty just did not get the onside kick.
Oh, no.
They have one timeout, minute 47.
Parlay dead. Leg one.
Leg one.
Leg one.
They were like minus 8,000.
Liberty.
Liberty 5-0 is getting beat by Kennesaw State 0-6. Never won a FBS game.
Wow.
Really?
Liberty doing all that yakety yak.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean, wait a minute?
I gotta see how hang on this game.
CBS Sports.
CBS Sports. Okay, Thursday night preview. We got the nice logos. We're probably going to get sued at some point. Who cares? Get canceled. It doesn't matter. What?
It probably will.
Probably. Who cares? So, yes, here are the hot takes. We have taken all this information and we have asked questions that we want answered for this Thursday night. Tex, would you care to lead us off with your question about this game?
Yep. I want to know, is this a revenge game for Stafford against the Vikings for them not trading for him?
I love that question. I think
is he mad? Is he mad that they didn't pick him up?
Or
so is he going to go out there and beat him?
Is it a tryout game to get traded to the Vikings?
Is he mad that they're making him try out? That's great. That's great right there.
This is a LinkedIn game.
Ooh.
This is the LinkedIn game job interview for Matt Stafford.
LinkedIn game of the week.
Yes.
Shout out.
Check out my resume.
What does SoFi do? Isn't it SoFi Stadium?
SoFi banking.
It's banking?
Yes.
Oh, that's loans. You're right. That's not going to help you with anything. Well, they
could loan him to the Vikings.
Exactly.
What's the Vikings cap?
This is true.
That's right. Oh, wait.
Let's
go back. Speaking of cap, the Vikings, $76 million.
Wow, they could pay Stafford another $120 million.
The SoFi LinkedIn game of the week / revenge game.
Big third down here.
Big
Actually,
third.
I think the game's over.
Oh. No, it's 3rd and 2. There's still time.
They're barely going to have enough.
They should go for it on 4th. That's a good question. Now, it's no surprise that we have a guy on our show, Dylon, who is a Vikings fan and has been riding high for quite some time. So we're going to do this as delicately as we can. And he did submit something. He said, Hawkinson, he practiced today and yesterday, but if he plays, then get ready for a massive TJBJ where everybody can D-Generation X entrance, quote, parentheses. They got 2 words for you.
If you ain't down with that.
Ooh. Oh. Yes.
My response, though, was, what is a TJBJ? But I knew having had to ask it, that meant I couldn't afford it.
That's true.
That's what Tex said. Your Tex's response to your response was Super Troopers GIF. Right in your.
If you have to ask what it is, you probably can't afford it.
Yeah, that's right. TJBJ's for everybody.
Okay.
I love that.
Here's my question. Is this an identity games for the Vikings and the what's his name, O'Connell? Is he Viking enough to coach the Vikings? Because I did a little research, boys.
That's a great question.
And the question I thought,
you gonna take us on a trip?
Yes, I thought that his name was McConnell, in which that was completely wrong. The last name McVeigh is an Irish variant of surname McVie, which is an anglicized form of the Gaelic name.
Anglicized.
Anglicized. Save your
So
comments.
stupid.
Yeah, now,
So stupid.
name. The Gaelic name of Macbethia means son of life, man of religion. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now we go Gaelic. The Norse Gaels were proud people of mixed Gaelic and Norse ancestry and culture. They emerged in the Viking Age. So we have Gaelic connections to McVay. Is McVay the Viking coach that stands in the way of O'Connell becoming more Viking? And then I went to O'Connell is a noble surname of Irish origin, and it's basically Irish all the way. And then somewhere along the lines, I asked, is Irish, are Irish and Vikings related? And it says distantly. I had it. I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. It was here. Is Gaelic. Oh, there it is. It is. So Gaelic is a Viking language. It is very distantly related. Both belong to the Indo-European family of languages, but to two different branches separated by thousands of years ago. So in spite of having a distant common origin, they're totally unintelligible. Gaelic belongs to the Celtic family, and Old Norse was a Germanic language. Bottom line is, there used to be a distant relation between Irish and Vikings. And I want to know, McVay, kind of Viking-ish, O'Connell, Irish. Is O'Connell Viking enough to coach the Vikings? Hopefully that made sense.
Heritage on the line.
It sounds like he's got to earn it. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, I'm putting the facts out there on tape right here in front of everyone. And if O'Connell's man enough, he'll beat McVay and answer the question if he's man enough, if he's Viking enough to be the Viking coach. It's right there.
Hey,
J-Vi, your turn.
my hot take for this week is I think it's a must-win game. I'm even willing to say season on the line game for the Vikings this week.
Okay.
5-1.
And I say that, it might come as a shock, but I say that because in 2016, they had a very, very eerie, similar start to the season.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. And if you can't read that, I'll read it for you. In 2016, the Vikings started the season 5-1. They played 5 games, one being against Green Bay, one being against Houston. They had a bye week, and their first game after the bye week, they lost. Fast forward to 2024. They played 5 games, one being against Houston, one being against Green Bay. They won all 5. They had a bye week, and then they lost. Well, in 2016, they went on to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more games. So this is a must-win game because if not, their season's on the line.
Wow. That's great. You can't, those are facts. Whenever everybody's like, what about the science? What about the statistic? Trust the science. That's a scientific explanation right there.
Yeah.
So
how many did they lose in a row?
They lost one. They lost like 4. They lost 6. They lost 6 out of 7 after the bye week.
I wonder if you can parlay that.
Are the Vikings the worst one-loss team?
3 losses in a row.
Are the Vikings
by far
the worst 5-1 team in NFL history?
I should have power ranked the 5-1 teams.
Oh, by the way, Tex, funny you should ask.
Yeah.
I have it up here. Don't worry. I put it in there for you.
Thanks.
So there you go. If you send it to me, it's going in. But I don't want to hear any of this. You didn't put it in. If you send it to me, I will put it in there. Dave, I didn't even know I did that, did you? Didn't even know.
That's why I sent it to you.
You want me to hammer? You want to hammer home the point? You just send it on over. Ron Burgundy, that thing. Okay. Who wins the game? Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. The Rams by 10.
I think the Vikings win.
That's it. It's over. Kennesaw State won.
I know.
They Kennesaw, they Kenna came, they Kenna conquered.
I'm watching this Jackson State game, hoping it goes over.
Damn it.
Hold on. That's got to be a tweet. Kenna came, Kenna saw, Kenna conquered. That's it right there. I like that. Get it out there to the into the internet. Tex, who do you think wins this game?
Right now, the Jackson State game?
Oh, the Vikings and the
Oh.
Rams.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Stop
that game.
betting
I
on-
was like, well, look,
Stop betting on Jacksonville State.
dude, they've never let me down.
I took Jacksonville State.
Yeah, I should have taken the points. I think this is going to be a Rams win.
I agree. It's a bad matchup.
Yeah.
It's a bad matchup for the Vikings because McVay and Stafford are going to be very good at the way the Rams are playing right now is get rid of the ball. And if they're going to blitz Matt Stafford, he's just going to dump it off.
And Cooper Kupp's back.
Oh, yeah. So, and can the Vikings commit? Oh my gosh, they put another second back on the clock. They had to rush everybody off the field. We had a reverse field storm.
Oh,
They're putting everybody back in the stands.
Give me that. Give me
They're
all
putting
that.
everybody back in the stands.
Are they in field goal range?
Dude, no. That's
You sure?
outrageous. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Anyways, bad matchup for the Vikings because you can run on the Rams, but they gotta commit to it. They have to commit to it. So, anywho. But I think the Rams keep it. I think they do it. I think the Rams win. It's the NFC West. Anywho.
All right. I just took the over in this game, the Jacksonville State game. 64.5.
He can't help himself. Okay. Here we go. Let's move on to NFL Week 8. Bingo. Here are all the games, ladies and gentlemen. Oddly enough, no teams on bye weeks.
Ooh.
Bet you didn't know that.
Bet you I didn't either.
I will say this, and I like that because it made the picture nice and easy to put up there. This is, I think the AFC. Nope. This is actually really terrible. I'll just summarize it by this: 1 o'clock slate is garbage, like terrible. There's 2 games. The Bucs and the Falcons should be good.
But yeah, maybe. I don't know what the Bucs have now. Yeah,
it means something. That's all.
True.
Yeah. And then the Eagles, and at the Bengals. That's going to be a fun one because I'm telling you right now, here come the Bengals. I said it last week. Then 4 o'clock slate, you got the Bills, Seahawks, and then Commanders and Bears.
Panthers, Broncos.
Yep. And then Raiders, Chiefs. Go ahead and bet the Chiefs or the Raiders, Tex.
The Bills are in the Hawk 2 part of their schedule.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Seahawks this week, Dolphins next week.
Are you worried about the Seahawks? Can they go there and win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm worried about Kenneth Walker.
Dude, he's good. He's very good. But
They
Gino
just don't
turns
use
the ball
him.
over.
They just don't use him like they should, at least.
Gino turns the ball over, dude. And then, of course, we will be live for Cowboys-Niners Sunday night.
For the game.
The game. That's right.
The game.
Just like the match. All right. Hot takes. Here we go. GoatCon press conference. Relevant weekly football questions for Week 8 NFL, for Week 9 college football. Who wants to lead us off? We look at all these games like we just showed you. You can look them up yourselves, and then we pick out questions that mean something to us. J-Vi, would you like to go?
Yeah, I'll go first. My Week 1, we mentioned this earlier in the headlines when you were asking about Kyler Murray. My question is, will he be successful now since the new Call of Duty has come out?
That's a good question.
Or will his time be in Call of Duty again?
Is he going to be watching film?
Good question.
That's isn't he part of FaZe or whatever that thing was?
Whose?
FaZe, isn't that a gaming thing? Who knows? I don't know.
Gaming clan.
Whoa. What happened there? See,
know.
there was your thing, Tex. I had it up there.
Mm.
I must have hit the little mouse button. All right, I'll go next. Is Jaden Daniels a system quarterback? Because he went out first play, and
Good
the
question.
Washington Commanders scored 40 points, albeit on the Panthers. But everybody gave Caleb Williams credit for throwing against the Panthers, right?
They did.
Right? They said,
Yeah.
oh, no, you can't say that. It still has to go out there and do it. Okay, then Marcus Mariota should
Yeah.
get the same amount of credit as Caleb Williams, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is Jaden Daniels a system quarterback if he doesn't play this game and the Commanders win? We can say that he probably is, just like we did with Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
We can say Jaden Daniels is a system quarterback.
Yeah.
That's going to make a lot of people mad, I'm sure.
It's a good question.
That should be a fun game, though.
Yeah.
Bears Commanders, they flexed it into the 425 spot.
Is Jaden Daniels playing?
I don't know. He's got a questionable tag. They haven't really released anything. So it was a rib injury. So who knows? But this is an important game for Bears and Commanders fans.
I agree.
Right? Because this game right here, they may not play again, is going to tell you we won the draft. Or at least they'll act like it will. So, anyways, Tex, your question.
Is this a loser misses the playoff game between the Niners and the Cowboys?
For the Cowboys, yes. For the Niners, no.
The Niners are 3-4.
Niners are only one game back of their division.
If they
also are in
lose,
third.
if
Both
they
teams are in
lose,
third.
both teams are in third. So if they lose, they're 3-5. That's not good. That's not good, buddy. That's not good.
Will the Bills win this weekend?
Will the Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So then the division leader would be 4-4, and they're still one game back.
Nice try, AK. Different division.
Unless the Cardinals win.
Then the Cardinals will be 4-4, and they're still one game back.
Shit.
So no matter what, the Niners are either going to be leading the division or they're going to be one game back.
If the Rams win, the Niners will be in last.
They will be in last, but still one game back.
Which division's worse?
Hey, we're back to the 2000s NFC West, baby.
Or the AF, or the NFC East,
or the AFC South, or the AFC South. Good question.
I'm going to say the AFC South because the NFC East has always got somebody who goes far in the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
Toughest division in football.
We're not doing this again.
Yeah, it's the toughest division in football. He is every year.
And he's a divisions guy now. He's a conference guy now.
SEC West is also the toughest division in college football.
It just means more down here.
It just means horns.
Speaking of the SEC, did the SEC purposely set up Vanderbilt for success? And I asked that because Vanderbilt played Alabama 7 days after Alabama played Georgia. Guess who's playing Texas 7 days after they played Georgia this week?
Texas.
Vandy.
Oh.
And then in the end of the season, Vandy plays Tennessee 10 days after Tennessee played Georgia. Did the SEC set Vanderbilt up to be successful by playing their toughest opponents after a very hard opponent?
And let's throw this in there. Tribute season for Skip Bayless, because suddenly he's a gigantic Vanderbilt fan, even though he only talks about Oklahoma. So this is so they knew Skip Bayless was retiring.
Wow.
So tribute season to Vandy, who I forgot Skip Bayless even rooted for, because all he talks about is Oklahoma and the Cowboys, but now all of a sudden he's a Vandy guy.
Who knew?
But that's how you stay winning, is you just say,
I
yeah.
thought he went there.
I think he did, but he's got two teams, and that's how he stays winning. That's how Skip Bayless never loses.
Who will have more teams at the end of the year, Skip Bayless or BMO?
I don't think Skip Bayless wants that smoke.
That's not over 6.
Yeah,
over
not
6.
Even close. Okay, my second one. Speaking of Miami, Arizona, Is this the lightest combined head coach weight in the history of the NFL? The game between the Cardinals and the Dolphins features McDaniels, right? What's his name? Mike McDaniels.
Yeah.
And who's the Jonathan Gannon, right? These guys, we should look up how much do they weigh.
Oh,
how much do they weigh?
I got another question for this game.
Okay.
Arizona, Miami. Is this a short king game? What I mean is the quarterbacks are so short. Do they fall in the short king category?
I like this.
Okay, Jonathan Gannon. Well, Jonathan Gannon played
Is
at
there weight
Louisville.
listed on the program?
Jonathan Gannon,
10
when he was at Louisville, he was 6 foot, 180 pounds. Mike McDaniel.
What year was that?
2000. He looks
24 years ago.
5'9", 180 pounds. No way he's 180 pounds.
Not a chance. Wearing football pads, maybe.
So you're talking about 360.
That dude just had 2 fingers right there.
How much does Andy Reid weigh? Okay, I don't care.
He's got to weigh 350. 350.
Andy Reid, 280.
Yeah.
I can't find anything.
I need Middle Tennessee to score here, so the over can hit.
How do we? Oh my gosh!
Field goal or touchdown.
Oh, 2017.
And I win it.
He tipped the scales at 340. Oh man! I think he's lost some weight, but at one point, Andy Reid weighed more than both of these coaches combined.
Ooh.
Holy moly!
Ooh, who was the bigger coach? Mark Mangino.
Oh, dude. You're talking about the Kansas guy?
Yeah, the Kansas guy. Remember they used to have the signs out there that our coach could eat your coach?
Yes, dude. I remember him.
Like Java the Hutt out there.
Turn Kansas into a contender.
So Andy Reid. This coaching matchup is one Andy Reid. I don't know what that does for anybody's numbers or betting advice, but there you go.
You had to bring the Chiefs in it.
Well, seeing if I could get you to defend him again because you're a Bills fan and that's all you seem to do. Tex, your second one's up there under Butch's name. Are the Vikings
a bad organization because they don't know how to treat their quarterbacks?
Ooh.
They're already shopping Darnold.
Already. I know. They're already shopping him. J.J. McCarthy, they might as well just, put him in the garbage disposal. Kirk Cousins last year. Had a good year, got hurt. Good year the year before last, got hurt last year. They trade him, draft a new guy.
Is Minnesota Love is Blind?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Isn't that a show where they do like speed dating? It's speed dating. That's what it is. Minnesota is the speed dating destination of the NFL for quarterbacks.
Good point.
That's a hot take. The NFC North from Dylon, our resident Vikings fan. He's putting on his NFC North cap. The NFC North will sweep this week and cover the spread in each game. Wow, I can't believe he said that last part.
Wow.
I added that.
He's not here to defend himself. He's not here to defend himself.
I can't believe he's bragging about 3 of those teams playing teams with 1 win.
Thank you. The Titans, the
Jags.
Who's the other one? Who knows? Hold on. I got it pulled up right here. Let me see it. Give it to me. Everybody.
The Rams, Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. The Rams, Titans, Jags, and then the Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders are the only good team.
No.
So. All right.
And they're technically playing the last place team.
So that's, yeah. Good point. Facts, Dylon. Where are you at?
Got to
come defend yourself.
Should have had that one, number 5. That gets me my over.
That's week 8. That's our summarization of week 8. Now we have to move into. Oh wait, Tex. Hold on, Tex. Here you go. I wanted to put up your graphic.
I power ranked the all the 500 teams in the NFL, and it is Cowboys number 1. They're the best 500 team in the NFL.
3-3,
The
right?
Chargers, yep, they're 3-3, and there's only them and the Chargers, and by far, the Cowboys are the top 500 team in the NFL, followed by a large gap by the Chargers.
I can't believe there's only 2 teams 500.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's good. I mean, somebody has to power rank them.
Yeah.
So,
what else are you supposed to do with that information?
I'll tweet that out.
Just let it sit there. Let it sit there, or power rank them.
Yeah.
No,
I
mean, you
choose
have
the
to.
latter.
You were left with no choice.
Oh, what is he doing? Flag.
All right, let's hit the. We got some DFS picks. Okay, here we go. DFS Goat Rack Bargain Bin NFL DFS and bets not advice. Week 8 NFL, Week 9 college football. Choose anything you want. Segment of the show. Love that. The GRBBNDBNAWNWCCAYW segment.
Nailed it.
45 after a 3-9
chest. Oh my gosh.
That's Javi's fault last week for going absolutely nuclear on picking losers in every single college football game. It's okay if you want to pick 18 games. You can't lose all of them.
Let me say this real fast, because Tex just has me so invested in this game and the betting aspect of it. I'm sitting here thinking, like, why are they not kicking the field goal? The field goal wins them the game. They're down by like 26 points. That's why he put 4 on 4 down.
So what do you need from this Middle Tennessee State, Jacksonville State?
I need 3 points. That's all I need is 3 points.
Oh, you need somebody to
get I have receivers dropping the ball in the end zone. I've got balls bouncing off their chest. It's like I'm watching the Jets out here.
Jeez.
That Garrett Wilson.
Those
helmets for Jack State.
Whose receivers are worse, Middle Tennessee's or the Jets?
Ooh, good question.
Mike Williams' fault. That's the that's what those helmets.
I'm gonna sit here and watch the clock run out.
Bill,
after 2 drop passes and costing me the over.
Okay, Javi, you're up first.
So I noticed this game. That's my first bet, because today, I was looking at the games tonight, and the way my app was set up, and me just really reading it wrong, was I thought there was 3 games tonight. I thought it was Liberty, Kennesaw State, Jack State, Middle Tennessee State, and Georgia Southern, Old Dominion. So I was like, oh, great. I'm going to put a 3-leg parlay together, pick my winners, do it that way. So I did that, and then I realized that the Georgia Southern versus Old Dominion game is actually tomorrow. So turned out great for me the way I found it. But I got Georgia Southern plus 110 money line versus Old Dominion.
Not Georgia the band, Southern, Old Dominion.
Georgia Southern's 6-2. They're playing pretty well. Old Dominion's got a losing record. So I don't know why. Maybe I'm missing something, because I don't read into these games. I just go based on
Georgia Southern's.
Yeah, Georgia Southern's like 6-2 or 5-2.
Yeah, they're leading the Sun Belt.
Yeah, and so they're plus money to win at Old Dominion. So that's shocked me. So I'm on that game. It was in my parlay, but I also did a single of this. So I'm on that game. Saturday, Tex is going to show you his bets, and I loved all of Tex's bets. So add Texas bets to my bets, and that's my parlay for this week.
I'm gonna have to get you a second slot.
I'm gonna add your bets to my bets.
But the bets that I'm giving
we're all over each other right now.
Based off of these being my second tier bets, because that's how much I love Texas bets. I got Indiana minus 6.5 versus Washington at Indiana. Indiana is one of 2 teams that has not been behind a single point all season long.
Indiana's some dogs.
Yeah. I'm going Indiana minus 6.5. They're going to beat Washington by more than a touchdown. I tried to do this last week with Purdue. Purdue let me down, but I'm going back to it. because Oregon's playing a ranked team, and it's really hard to beat a team by 3 or 4 touchdowns. Illinois is ranked. They like to control the clock. They can keep Oregon off the field. I'm
Facts.
going Illinois plus 21.5 because I don't think that they'll lose by more than 3 touchdowns.
Facts.
This one's my dart throw right here, the third one. Bowling Green, money line at Toledo. Both teams 5-2 or 4-2 or something. I think both teams have 2 losses. Maybe Bowling Green has 4 losses. I don't know. But Bowling Green has been a part of a few bets that I've done this year, and they're sneaky.
I used to love Bowling Green.
I think they can steal one from Toledo. So I'm doing, I forget what it is. I think it's 110 or something, 102, plus 102. Bowling Green money line. My last one, SMU's ranked. SMU's been playing well, but they're going to Durham. They're playing Duke at Durham. I don't think Duke loses by 12 points at home. Duke's playing well. They're pretty high in the ACC.
That's a good point. I like Duke there.
Yeah.
I like Duke there.
So moving on
He has one loss, I think.
Yeah, moving on Sunday. Jags, 2 weeks in London, coming back to play Green Bay. I think Green Bay is too much for the Jags because Jags can't stop anybody. Green Bay -4. And they're going to the Sunday night game. Pitt, Monday night game. Pitt, New York Giants over 36.5. After watching Pittsburgh put up 30-something points against what is supposed to be a very good Jets defense, I think they can do that again against a not so great Giants defense.
Dude.
So I think I did see a stat that's pretty bad that since 2023, which I know is just last year, there have been more Rangers and something else that have scored more points or runs in MetLife Stadium than Daniel Jones has. You're thinking Winter Classic. You're thinking there's been more Rangers
so bad
points or goals in MetLife than Daniel Jones.
That's so bad. I love that. All right, is that it?
Yes.
All right, we'll tweet these cards out so that you can laugh at them. Dylon put in the Kirk Cousins double stack with Mooney and Pitts for your DFS lineups. And then he said travel on over to the San Diego Superchargers to get you a little lad McConkey Tonk man. Shout out Eric, Patriot Sports.
It was did not practice today.
Good job, Dylon. And then he said Jordan Love over 2 touchdowns versus Jacksonville, riding the wave that J.I. started.
But he didn't play him in the stack.
But that's all right. He can still hit. That's his prop bet. Dylon's been hot on the prop bets. You need to get on Dylon's back about the props.
I'll get on that.
I think he's like 5 weeks in a row, knock on wood. I'm serious. Oh, here we go, boys.
Huh.
Here's my little card. If you're playing DFS, look, Bo Nix is playing the Carolina Panthers. And every quarterback that has played the Carolina Panthers the past 2 weeks has gone bananas. And Bo Nix is a sneaky little running guy, and he'll pick you up some points in your lineup. I don't know who in the world you'd stack him with, but Bo Nix is your quarterback right there at 5,600. And then I'm riding the Jordan Love, Green Bay, going to run them into the ground. Jacksonville can't stop anybody through the air. Romeo Dobbs, 5,700, put him in your lineups. He's emerging as one of Jordan Love's favorite players. And then I'm going over in the NFL, over 46 Atlanta, Tampa Bay. We just saw Tampa Bay score a gazillion points. Atlanta can score if they want to. So I think it's going to go over 46. To the college gridiron, Illinois plus 21 at Oregon. I'm with you, J-Bye.
Yeah.
And then Ball State has been a covering machine, and they're at home versus Northern Illinois, who's 4-3. Ball State's 2-5, and they're right beside each other in the MAC.
Frisky.
So I'm telling you right now, Ball State, let's go. Any thoughts on that?
Love it. We're
Okay.
all kind of on similar mindset.
Tex, your card, sir.
All right. Navy is for some reason the underdog against Notre
Cowards.
Dame. So I'm going Navy, the points. BYU is somehow a road dog
That's American.
against UCF. Give me BYU.
The road dog, Jesse James.
That's what I don't understand that one. BYU's been a wagon.
I don't know either, man. I don't know if UCF, maybe we've just been missing something. I don't know. I don't know if the quarterback's hurt. I don't know.
UCF got beat by Colorado.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Don't understand it. That's why I'm betting it. Then give me on Sunday night the Cowboys money line and the points. Give them to me both.
Ooh.
Okay. Both
of them.
They win money line. Yeah. Yep. Both. And then Wisconsin. I think they're going to cover.
Saturday night.
Penn
State, right?
They're going to cover. Yep. Penn State. James Franklin quaking in his boots right now.
I love that.
Quaking in his boots. They're going to cover. And give me Texas money line all day, baby.
Dude,
I'm there.
Money line, I was looking at that.
Against Vandy?
Against Vandy. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous about that game, but give it to me. Money line.
You coward.
The points, I'm not doing the points. I don't right now I don't trust their offensive line. I got no confidence after last week.
Coward. Dude, I was looking at that and you're like, Texas money line minus 1,100. Are you kidding me? You wuss? You pansy?
Hey,
what are they favored by?
Let me ask you this.
Like 20?
Liberty, which I'm watching the highlights right now. They're minus 6,000 or something like that.
Yeah, they were way up there. I just did it for a little extra parlay, which I...
You got greedy. You got greedy.
I did. Screw me.
Idiot.
You know another one I was thinking about too, and we don't like to bet on our own teams, but App State plays at home this weekend.
Minus
for the first
7.
time in a while.
First time since the Hurricanes went through there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
South
didn't
Alabama
think
too.
A lot of people didn't think that we were gonna be able to play there the rest of the season. And we all know how App's been playing. Doesn't need to necessarily be discussed. But with it being the first time that App State has played there in a month, all the emotion going into everything, should we take App State over first half? First quarter.
First quarter. Boys.
First touchdown, App State.
Buckle up Friday night, too. Boise State, UNLV.
I saw that one. I didn't feel good enough about taking it.
Yeah, me either, dude. Me either. That's a tough one.
Let's go.
That's a tough one.
I think Boise State -3, but it's at.
Hang on.
Let's
see what kind of prop bets they got for rushing.
Wait, look. Cowboys money line and +4. No, that's not flying, buddy. You can puff your chest out and pump yourself up all you want, dude. Ain't happening. Okay. Butch P submitted a card.
Let's go.
Hey, Blue. See you later, man.
See you, boy.
Good luck. Hey, just on that Boise State game, just
yeah.
You can't even bet Gene T for anything plus right now. His rushing yards are all minus, all the way up to 194.
Anytime touchdown is probably like -250.
Yeah, anytime touchdown is -1,000.
That's almost as bad as taking Texas money line.
I was going to say you can bet Texas money line, or you can bet him. Parlay him, Tex. You won't. You can't. You coward.
Two touchdowns for him is -140. However, first TD score 285 plus 285. Who wants to ride?
Is that first
Boise
of the game?
team total over.
First touchdown score of the game plus 285.
I'll take that. Worth a shot.
Boise team total over from Blue. All right. What was I going to do? Butch P. Here we go. Niners -4 at home against the Cowboys. Bills -3. Vikings -3. But dude, he does this every week.
He does this every week.
He's trying to reverse jinx us, all of our teams. I know what he's doing. Although I would like the Bills to win. For once, can the Bills help the Niners out? For years, the Niners have been saving the Bills.
We did. We beat the Cardinals.
I mean, well, thank you. It's about time. We've been beating teams for you for the last 5 years.
You didn't beat the Ravens last year. We would have gotten first place in the conference, had home playoffs. You would have beat the Ravens.
Oh, that was an MVP game.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, AK.
That was rigged anyways from the beginning. They wanted Lamar to win it. They didn't want Purdy to win the MVP. And it makes me so – I haven't watched any sports talk radio because they're all saying, see, this is what you get with Purdy. Can't have good things. It's like, all right, he had one bad game. What quarterback has looked really good against the Chiefs? Can somebody name one?
Josh Allen during the regular season?
No.
Yeah.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Actually, Josh Allen was really good in the playoffs against them last year.
This year. Chiefs are a defensive team. They're different. And Butch said Oklahoma +20. Illinois. See, we're all on that Illinois.
Yeah.
So
maybe we should all get off of that.
Robert Saleh is helping
who do they play again?
They're playing at Oregon, playing the Ducks.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right. So that's 46-45 so far. We gotta have a big week. We need a big week.
We're 500.
We need a big week.
Just above.
Yes. Yeah, we're one game above 500. Let's go then. Not bad though.
Wait a minute. Last question. Are we thinking that Missouri or that Alabama's in a good mental space right now to beat Missouri?
I don't think their quarterback's going to play for Missouri, and I don't want to play that game again because last week with Arizona State, their quarterback was out and they got throttled.
Yeah, not doing that again.
If you're starting quarterbacks out, I'm out, and for that reason,
Fair enough.
I'm out. That's
Fair
Shark
enough.
Tank. The Missouri Alabama is Shark Tank game. For that reason, I'm out.
Fair.
All right.
Gotta get my charger. Hang on.
Hang the banners. Music.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. All right. We digest a few days worth of sports, and then we give a hang the banner to somebody who deserves it in the sporting world, or maybe not even in the sporting world. J-Vi, would you care to lead us off?
I'll go first. And I got two. One is like a hang the banner. Another one's kind of a story / hanging the banner for myself, I guess. But the first one I'm going to go is I'm going to hang the banner for college football because we all kind of like for it to be shambles and for, crazy stuff to happen so we can get the Army, the Navy, the Boise State in the playoffs and things like that.
Us.
Well, the 2023, so all last year, champions of the Big Ten, Pac-12, ACC, SEC, MAC, and Sun Belt are a combined 16-24 versus FBS opponents this year. So the champions of every conference are 16-24.
That's worse than us in gambling.
Yeah. So maybe that's a product of the transfer portal, or maybe a lot of teams are getting a lot better.
Maybe remember those stats I sent you about group of 5 teams, 54% up from 14% from a decade ago.
That's right.
The gap is closing, which is why they have to jump in and ruin everything by saying, we're going to expand the playoff, and then we're going to make sure that all the conferences get blown up, and let's not go down that road again.
Pac-12 is about to be back, though.
All right. Am I going next?
Tex,
you want to go next?
You go next.
All right. Let me hang the banner for Mr. Brandon Aubrey, kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. Their best player has been selected to be on a 12-person jury for a felony case in Tarrant County, 297th District Court, a source tells Start Telegram. there's no clear timetable for how long the case will last. So your kicker has got jury duty in the biggest game of their lives. Shout out.
How is that possible?
Hang the banner for Brandon Aubrey being an American and fulfilling his American duty on the court and serving justice to whatever is going on in that court case. We have no idea what's going on. I just want to say hang the banner for him.
One of the great things about this country is the judicial process that we have going on. So, hey, supporting one of the things that makes America great. I love it.
That has nothing to do with my 49ers playing your Cowboys this weekend. I just thought it was good information to show that how American that Brandon Aubrey is.
Well, the Niners got like 3 kickers. They could just let him borrow one.
That's true. Yeah. So, your best player might not be playing in the game.
Who? Top scorer.
Text.
Wow.
He's got nothing. I don't know what he's looking at on his phone, but he's looking at something. He's trying to see. He's scrambling to see who they picked up as a kicker. He's looking at Two Bills Drive.
Hey, you can't have T-Bass. He's back.
He's more back.
He's more back than Texas.
No, my hang the banner goes to LeBron James and Bronny making history.
Yes, dude.
And bringing relevancy to the NBA. I don't know, man. It was.
Here you go, dude.
Congratulations.
We led the show with it.
Congratulations.
They did it, dude. Would you play NBA game with your son? All three. Each one.
Oh, that'd be cool to do. I understand why he did it because it's cool to do. But yeah.
Way to not answer the question. Would you or would you not play in an NBA game with your son?
I said, yeah, it would be cool to do.
Okay.
I understand why he did it.
Well,
hang the banner.
Let me hang the banner with a story.
Go ahead.
So this past week, I was fortunate enough to do a shoot with the WWE. So I went down to where they were taping SmackDown. I did a shoot with one of the top wrestlers. Don't know if you've heard of him. Named Roman Reigns. And after the shoot, I left. And I turned in my shoot report to our production coordinator, and she sent it out to. She sent the invoice out to the WWE and was just said, "Thanks for having us on this one. Hope it went well. We had a good time working on it. Hope to work with y'all again." And so the WWE lady, again, this shoot was with Roman Reigns. The WWE lady responded, "It's always a pleasure when we get to do a shoot with the tribal chief." That's Roman Reigns' nickname.
Yes.
So our production coordinator, knowing nothing about wrestling or the WWE, responded and said, "Yeah, we love J-Vi too. He's great." She thought that the WWE lady was calling me the tribal chief. So when I showed up to work this week, she said, "Hey, how come the WWE calls you the tribal chief?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I was just emailing with the WWE lady, and she's like, tell the tribal chief it's always a pleasure to work with him." And I had to explain to her who we did the shoot with and that's his nickname. And she was just like,
gosh,
all embarrassed because she thought that they were talking about me, the tribal chief. So my nickname might be changing.
Acknowledge me.
The tribal chief.
Acknowledge
TC.
me.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's funny. That's good. Oh, how do you not watch wrestling? How do you do that and not know that?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Here comes Tua.
Here it comes, dude. That was funny. ESPN's got a piece about how the NBA is going to investigate the 76ers about handling Joel Embiid because he's just not playing. He's just not going to play.
Well,
he's going to miss half the games just because he wants to. Okay, quickly. College football playoff rankings. J-Vi, yours is up first.
So with the loss this week, I dropped Texas completely out of the
Wow,
rankings.
Texas is gone. Get him out.
They're too far done. They're too
Okay.
far done. So I got Oregon at 1, Clemson at 2, Iowa State at 3, BYU at 4.
Your
I
two
think
Big 12 teams.
they'll
Two Big 12
eventually
teams.
play. They'll eventually play each other. But I got Iowa State winning the Big 12. But BYU's just a wagon. Boise State up there at 5. Miami, who I don't know how they do it, but every game they play in is close. I think they're going to get bit at some point and not win. Indiana moved up. They're a wagon.
The Cocaine's.
Texas A&M, leading the SEC, has jumped into the rankings. Army, Navy, it's hard for me to really push them both up there because they're going to play each other twice. So one of them kind of has to fall, but I'm keeping them 9 and 10. Pitt, Syracuse this week. I looked at that one. Rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt's played some close games too, but SMU at 12.
Wait a minute. How's that a rivalry game?
Pitt and Syracuse? Big East, dude.
Yeah.
It's a Big East rivalry.
Goes back. You don't know ball.
You don't know basketball.
You don't know basketball. Wow. There you go. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's the name of the rivalry game?
Big East, old Big East rivalry.
As they call it. The old OBER. All right. There you go. There you have it. J-Buzz top 12. Here's my top 12. Very similar. Texas, gone. Get them out. They stink. They couldn't answer the bell. Oregon, number 1. BYU, number 2. Miami, number 3. Army, number 4. Only because they have 7 wins. Or I would have put Navy up there. Penn State at 5. Indiana at 6. Pitt at 7. Iowa State at 8. Navy at 9. Georgia at 10. Boise State and Ohio State rounding it out. I have 3 one-loss teams because I put all the undefeated teams in there. Shout out me. So I did not put Liberty, but the reason I didn't put Liberty because they lost to Kennesaw State. I knew the future. Right. Got them out of here.
Tennessee, Sawdust.
Kennesaw, conquered.
Yes.
Any thoughts on this 12 team ranking?
I can't believe you have Penn State so high.
Hey, this is their year.
You know they're frauds.
This is Butch's, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, LSU, Mizzou, Alabama, and it's all SEC schools. It's all SEC. Here's the remaining undefeated teams, but you can get them out of here.
Yeah.
Get them out.
9 down to 9.
Army, BYU, Indiana, Iowa State, Miami, Navy, Oregon, Penn State, Pitt. No SEC teams undefeated. This is the earliest that's happened since 2007.
3 Big Ten teams. Big Ten has become the new SEC.
That's right. 1, 2, 3. You got 2 Big 12 teams.
Yeah.
2 ACC teams.
2 Atlantic.
Who do you guys think is the most dangerous team on that list?
BYU.
Yes, BYU's.
I was thinking Army because that quarterback can actually throw.
Dude, he's moving up the Heisman. I think our little bump. Indiana lost their quarterback.
You watch him play?
Oh, well, shoot. You could have told me that before I said it was going to be my bet.
It just hit me. I forgot. I was like, oh no, they lost their core. I think Rourke hurt his hand.
Yeah, he hurt it last week. I was watching it when he hurt it.
So I think he's done. Not forever, but for a couple of weeks at least.
At least 6 weeks, yeah. That dude from Army, I'm telling you, he's a weapon. And he can reduce. He's a big dude. He can run.
I love this. 2 Big 12s, 2 ACC, 3 Big 10.
2 service academies.
2 service academies.
American conference.
Get the hell out of here with the SEC. Get them out, even though they're trying to rig the playoff. Get them out of here. Okay. Who put VA coach retirement?
Me.
Oh, before we do that, here's the
here's context.
Who does Army play this week? They got to bye.
Here you go.
Yes,
Games of the week. Shout out on 3. Texas A&M LSU, 7:30 ABC. Let's go, baby. And then Friday, You get a little Boise UNLV, little Nebraska Ohio State. Notre Dame,
little weekend appetizer.
Notre Dame and Navy. I cannot wait to watch that game.
Me either.
Gosh,
Oh,
it's
well,
awesome.
we'll be at the. If you're coming to my game, you won't be able to watch it.
Okay,
We'll have to watch the second half.
that's
DVR.
fine. We'll record it. I would love to come to that game. By the way,
Oh yeah, you're coming. I got a little jersey set aside for Levi.
yes, you can be the ball boy.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think. Hold on. So that's the games of the week for week 9. And what were you about to do?
What do you
What
mean?
about the coach from
Yeah,
Virginia?
I put that in because with the basketball coach, what was his name?
Bennett? Was it Bennett?
Yeah. Bennett retired. For whatever reason, I didn't listen to any of it, but I did see a stat that since he retired in the ACC, this is the first time since 81-82, so before Coach K was a coach in the ACC. First time since 81-82 that the ACC does not have an active coach that's won the national championship.
Whoa.
That's 40 years.
That's nuts. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, Grayson McCall for the NC State team, also retired.
Well, that needed to happen.
What happened? I know he got carried off on a stretcher the last time I saw him.
He's been like Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, every time he gets touched, he gets concussed.
Hey, that's why I had to hang him up. Every time I got hit, I would get knocked out. I'm serious. It was bad. Okay. Before what the hell? I didn't tell you guys this, but I have some people who are up in Avery County that we know.
Yeah.
That I said, hey, if you want us to, we would love to put that on our show and tell people where they can go to donate to the YMCA up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sprung that right on you right now.
Go for it.
So if you want to go to ymcaavery.com/Hurricane Helene updates, this is where you can go, because the biggest thing I've heard from people that are up there is that it's going to get cold. Things are still not great.
It's already snowed.
It's not the Asheville or Boone area up there. It's like one of the smaller ones, like Spruce Pine, Banner Elk, some of these areas. They said coats are going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So if you could find it, if you want to give and donate and help the people out up there of Avery County, Newland, all those places, Spruce Pine, this is the website you can go to, which I will put in the show comments. So help them out up there. They got everything if you want to, it's right there. So I know the people, good people, and that would be great if we could send some.
Mr. Moneylines.
That is Mr. Moneylines. That's what I told him. I said, hey, we get some people that watch this show. We'll put that up there. So any way we can help. Might not be much, but you never know.
Right. It's already snowed up there, so yeah, it's getting cold. Like, it gets cold up there.
Yeah. So I'll put that in the show comments, and then people can hopefully help if you can. So, all right. I think that's it, right? Everything?
Yeah.
All right. We've got Sunday Night Football, Cowboys-Niners. That's all that matters.
Y'all doing the whole game?
I would love to. I don't know if we can, though. That's bedtime. That's bedtime, dude.
I know. I'm like not looking forward to the Bills this week because it's 4 o'clock kick. Usually I can watch 75% of the Bills game when the kids are napping. They're gonna be awake the whole game.
Thanks, Miss CO Stats. There it is.
Yeah.
This is all of our socials. If you want to go yell at us on TikTok, please be our guests. Because of grammar and that we dunk all over the Chiefs, which is hilarious. So go do that. WOAT-A-MAKER standings. I have 8. Told you I'm closing the gap, boys. Dylon has 5. He racked up 2. J-Vi, Butch P each have 12. Tex has 2. The gap is narrowed. Another weekend, I'm going to be right up there, boys.
Is there another?
Told you.
Is there two Monday night games again this week?
No, I think there's only one.
I heard other networks have been getting mad about that.
Huh.
Like Amazon, they don't get 2. NBC doesn't get 2.
We're gonna have we're gonna have a good old fashioned network off. Shout out Aldi and Walmart though. Did you see what they're doing?
No.
They're slashing their Thanksgiving prices.
Let's go.
To like 8 years ago for the Thanksgiving.
Let's go. We love Aldi.
So
Shout out Aldi.
There you go. Go get your turkeys and stuff from Aldi and Walmart. Now, I have not vetted that at all, but I saw it on the internet, so it has to be true.
Hey, let's do it.
Go, if you can, thumbs up on the show, subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. That always helps us out, gets us up in the old algorithm to help try to make more people laugh and have people yell at us because they think we're being serious about these sports takes. Anywho, follow us on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere you find your podcast. Live shows Wednesdays and Sundays. Podcast. Find them. Go Niners. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
the
our
recap.
passion.
Cowboys.